Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to learn how to create this Google logo reveal animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin but with the help of simple and cool tips and tricks inside of After Effects. And if you want to learn more about motion graphics and other stuff in advance, then don't forget to check out my Udemy courses. All links are available in the description, and you can join my Motion Pro membership as well, which is just for 59 rupees. You'll get access to new advanced motion graphic tutorials, Cinema 4D tutorials, Blender tutorials, project files, and so much stuff. And it will be a support for this channel as well. And if you're new to this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon and like button to get more updates. So without wasting any much more time, let's get started. So here we are in Adobe Photoshop, and now I have this Google logo, and just like our previous tutorials, I want each and every alphabet on different layers. So I'm going to select my rectangle selection tool, and shortcut key is M. I'm going to select my this rectangle, this G, and I'll hit Ctrl X to cut it out. New layer and press Ctrl Shift V to paste in place. Same thing I'm gonna follow for this O as well. Hit Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V to paste in place. Same thing for this O as well. Hit Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V, hide it. Then we will select this G. Hit Ctrl X, new layer, Ctrl Shift V, hide this. Then we have this L. Select this, hit Ctrl X, new layer, and press Ctrl Shift V. Okay, like that. And save this as a Photoshop file. Then go to the After Effects, create a new composition, and we are going to name it as main animation. Width I'm going to choose 1920, height 180, frame rate is 30, and duration I think 1 minute duration is enough, and background color is white, and simply hit OK. Then go to choose grid and guide option and simply hit on title selection. Then go to this options and let's make this fit. Now what I'm going to do over here is that I'm going to press Ctrl I to import my logo file, and footage, composition, written layers and sizes. Import as, choose this option and simply hit import and click on OK. Now let's double click to open this, and we have all of this logo layers. So select this and hit Ctrl C to copy. Go to the main animation and hit Ctrl V. Then right click, new, and create one null object. Select all of them and make it apparent with this null. Then select this null, press S, and let's scale the size a little bit. Press P for position and try to bring this at the bottom, not bottom but properly at the center. And let's delete this null object, we don't need that anymore. Select all of them and press P for position. So by holding shift, I am going to select the position keyframes, right click and choose separate dimension. Then we are going to create one keyframe at X and one keyframe at Y. Then go to around 1 second, again create one keyframe and one keyframe at Y. Go to around 10 seconds and again create one keyframe on Y. And in middle of that, let's try to bring this a little bit upward. Then in middle, let's try to bring this again upward somewhere up to this, like that. And at the start, we have to go to the align tab, choose align horizontally, and then choose align vertically. So now if you see, we are getting something like that. Okay. During this portion, make sure that there is no other keyframe on X, like that. Okay. Now in search option, I'm going to type Y, so it will show us only Y position keyframes. I'm going to select those keyframes and let's hit F9 to easily those keyframes. Go to the graph editor, right click and make sure to choose edit speed graph. We'll select this graph, and by holding shift, I'll move this handle over here. Select this and try to move this handle at this point. Select this, move this handle at this point. Select this and move this handle at this point. Same procedure for this one. By holding shift, move this handle over here. Select this and move this handle over here. Select this and move this handle over here. Select this and move this handle over here, like that. So if we check it out this animation now, we are gonna get something like that. Now press R for rotation to create one keyframe. hit U. Let's go somewhere around over here and let's make this one complete rotation. Then press S to create one keyframe, hit U, go somewhere around over here to create another keyframe and go to the start and let's make this value 5. Okay, so we will get something like that. Okay, now this animation looks a little bit faster. So not faster but slow. We need to make it fast. So let's select all of those keyframes and by holding Alt, I'm going to bring them up to 1 second only. So we will get this animation a little bit faster. So again by holding Alt, I'll drag it up to 20 frames. So we'll get this animation a little bit faster like that. Okay. Now hit U to minimize all of them. And I'm going to adjust them randomly like that over here. Okay. So now if you check it out this, we'll get something like that. Then select all of them and enable the motion blur like that. So we will get something like this. Okay. So this is a very basic animation which we are going to need this later. So and if you see this in full resolution, we will get this kind of a look to this. So select all of them and press Ctrl Shift C and we are going to call it as logo animation and hit OK. Now let's hide this. Now I'm going to select this logo comp and I'll bring this over here and I'll press S for scaling option and I'll try to scale it downward and I'll try to bring this over here. This is just for my reference. Okay, so let's lock this here. Now I'm going to select my ellipse tool and for the fill I'm going to pick up this blue color and hit OK. By holding shift I'm going to create this kind of ellipse. Select this ellipse and press Ctrl Alt O to align the respective anchor point at the center. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically like that. Now I'm going to select this ellipse and now if you see over here is that in this logo we have GOOGL. Basically we have 6 alphabets. Okay, and now I'm going to select this ellipse and I'll go to the effect and presets panel and I'm going to search for radial wipe effect and at the bottom you will find this effect and double click to apply. And if you increase this transition completion you will get something like this effect. Okay, like that. Okay, now what we can do right now it's clockwise, so let's make this counterclockwise. And now initially if it's 100 and if you increase this value we will get something like that. Okay, so now let's create one keyframe over here and hit U and then somewhere around 20 frame let's make this value 100. After that let's select this and hit Ctrl D to duplicate it. Go to the fill option. With the help of this picker I'm going to pick up this color and hit OK and then hit U and let's increase this value. So it will let's make this up to 20 maybe, or not 20 but let's make this 50 or something. Then hit Ctrl D, go to the fill option and choose this yellow color and hit OK. Then hit U and let's decrease this value to somewhere around over here. Then hit Ctrl D again, hit U, go to the fill option. With the help of this picker we are going to pick up this color, select this, hit U and let's increase this value up to this. Hit Ctrl D, hit U, go to the picker and pick up this green color and hit OK and let's increase this value up to this. Then again hit Ctrl D, hit U and go to the fill option and pick up this red color and hit OK and hit U like that. So if you check it out this animation now we are gonna get something like that. Okay, then we'll take a gap of few frame like we have this. Then we'll take a gap of few frame to create another keyframe on each and every layer. Then go few frame forward over here and I'm going to select all of these layers and let's make this value totally to 0 like that, like that, like that and like that. So at this point we'll get something like this. So first we got this and then we got this. Now, somewhere around at this point, I'm going to select this ellipse and I'll hit Control D. And this time I'm going to choose white color over here and I'll hit U and I'm going to delete those keyframes. And with the help of open square bracket, first I'll bring this over here and let's make this value 100 and create one keyframe. Then somewhere around at this point, I'm going to increase this value, decrease this value totally like that until the entire stuff is gone. So if you check it out this now, we got this and we got this. And this size of this one should be a little bit more. So press S and let's make this 102. So what will happen that when it's going to cover, there is not going to be any powder. Okay, as you guys can see now, if you maximize this scene like that, if you are still getting that border, then let's try to increase the size of this a little bit more like that. Okay, over here. Otherwise, what you can do is that let's make this size 102 only like that, and we will later make it a mask. So how we are going to do that? Let's see. First, we need to animate the graph editor over here. So hit U and select all those keyframes and hit F9. Then go to the graph editor, select this graph, and by holding shift, move this handle over here and move this handle over here like that. So if you check it out this, you will get this. Okay. Now all of this hit U, and you, if you want, then you can select those keyframe and try to move them a little bit over here. Also don't forget to increase the duration from here as well. Okay, like that. Then select all the remaining layers and press Ctrl Shift C, and we are going to call it as animation, or you can call it as circle. Okay, then this layer which is in wide format, hit enter and let's call it as mask and press F4, and we are going to choose alpha inverted mask. So what will happen? It will be a god. Okay, like that. And now as you guys can see, there is no shadow or extra bottom line. Okay, now I'm going to select all these layers and press Ctrl Shift C, and we are going to call it as circle animation and hit OK like that. Okay, now let's select the circle animation, hit Ctrl D, select this, press S, and let's make this 120. Okay, and if like that, and you can press R and you can make this 45-degree rotation as well, or let's make this 30, or I think 45 would be okay. Again hit Ctrl D, select this, and let's make this 90-degree rotation. Then press S and let's make this 140. Then select this, hit Ctrl D, select this, and let's make this 160. Press R and let's make this plus 45. Then select this, hit Ctrl D, select this. After that, again add plus 45 and press S and let's make this 180. Then again select this, hit Ctrl D, select this, press R for rotation, and let's again add plus 45. Press S and let's make this plus 20 like that. So if you check it out this, we are gonna get something like that. Now what we can do, we'll go inside this circle over here like that, over here, and now there should be something that should look like a stroke to it. So for that I'm going to select my ellipse, and by holding shift I'll create one ellipse. Let's select this and press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Now initially when this is happening, I want something like that. Okay, over here. So now if you check it out this animation, it will look something like that. Now let's go somewhere around over here, press S, let's make this 0 initially to create one keyframe. Go few frame forward and let's increase the size of this up to this. Select those keyframe and hit F9. Okay, like that. Go to the graph, select this, and by holding shift move this handle over here like this. Okay, like that. So we are gonna get something like this, and if you check it out this portion over here, we will get something like this. Now I want there should be a gap of at least 2 frames. on each. So we will select this and let's move this over here with the help of open square bracket. I'm going to try to, create a gap between these lines. So if you check it out this, you will get something like that. Okay, over here. Or you can start from here as well if you want. You can start to take a gap from this portion as well. It's totally up to you from where you want to start, like that. Okay, like that. So, and you can go inside this circle animation, go inside this circle, press F4 and enable the motion blur as well. Okay, like that. Now we will delete this logo. We don't need that. So first we got this animation and then we got this. Okay. Now, what I want is that I'll go to the circle animation, and this animation over here, which is at the circle, it should start to happen somewhere around at this point. Okay, so select this layer, hit U, and let's try to bring this two together. Okay, so what will happen? It will look like it's happening over there. Okay, and let's try to play around with this shape over here, and let's see what kind of results we are gonna get. We will get something like that. And when this circle is gonna shrink, at this point, I want my logo animation should start to get revealed. So I'll try to bring this logo animation over here and I'll try to bring them at the top somewhere around, it should be around at this point. Okay, like that. So if you check it out this, we'll get something like that. Okay. Now select all the circle layers. I'll hit Ctrl D to duplicate. I'll bring this at the top and I'm going to press Ctrl Shift C and I'm going to call it as Find Edge. The reason being I'm going to apply this effect called Find Edge effect and double click to apply and choose invert the layers. Then press Ctrl Y to create one solid background and bring this at the bottom. Select this Find Edge and choose Screen. And with the help of open arrow keys, try to adjust those layers a little bit over here like that, and try to bring those layers a little bit backward somewhere around at this point. Okay, like that. Now select this Google logo, press S and try to increase the scale a little bit like that, and it should happen like this. Okay, so if you check it out this, we look at this, and then there should be a little bit glitch at this point. So initially I'm going to adjust the scale of this logo a little bit like that, and when this entire animation is done, I'm going to select this Google logo and I'm going to press Ctrl Shift D to split this layer. I'll hit page down button 1 to 2 times. I'll press Ctrl Shift D again and press S, and I'll try to increase this, decrease the scale little bit. Similarly for this one as well, which is splitted over here, I'll try to decrease the scale and I'll select this Find Edge effect on this layer. I Ctrl C, select this layer, hit Ctrl V and choose in screen, or you can choose multiply as well. And if you want, then don't invert it. Let's see how does it looks on screen. I think it looks weird, so let's choose multiply only like that. So we will get this kind of a bridge look. So if you check it out this, you will get this kind of look over here. Okay, if you want, then you can increase the duration of this glitch over here like that. Okay, then I'm going to select this logo animation. I'll hit Ctrl D and I'll bring this at the top. I'm duplicating this multiplied layer and I'll try to increase the duration of it over here. If you check it out this, and for the few frame, I want it to be there. Then I'll go few frame forward and I'll press Ctrl Shift D again to move this. Okay, so if you check it out this, you will get this kind of a Google tree over here. Okay, then I'll bring this layer again over here, which is this one, and I'm gonna go and create a mask like animation on this. So for that, I'm going to select this and I'm going to create my rectangle tool. Then I'll create a mask on this layer like this. Go to this mask and create one keyframe on mask path. Go few frames forward up to this over here. Create another keyframe on this mask path. Press V and select this mask path and try to bring this from here to here like that. Okay. So we will get something like that. Okay. And if you want, then you can move this keyframe. Let's bring this a little bit over here. If you want, then you can bring this a little bit closer as well. So we will get this small glitch like that. Okay. Hit U. So now if you check it out this, you will get something like that. Okay. And then I'm going to hit A. So this is very a short logo animation. Now over here, if you see over here, this animation is still over there and I want a little bit rotation. So I can go to the circle animation over here. I can select this circle layer. I'll press R for rotation to create one keyframe. I'll go few frames forward and let's make this 45-degree rotation. So what will happen? There is going to be a rotation of that. If you want, then you can make this 90-degree rotation as well. It will be a little bit faster. And if you check it out this over here, you will get something like that. Okay. Yeah. So as you guys can see, this is how you can create this kind of a logo reveal, which is very simple. And it's kind of a, something which is happening with help of sheet. And I found this in logo animation. If you go inside this and if you check it out this over here, they are not properly popping up from the center. So to fix that, I'm going to select this and I'll press Alt open square bracket, not Alt open square bracket, but only open square bracket, and I'll hit U, and I'm going to try to bring the X position of this to here like that. Okay, and then I am going to adjust them and again, alternately like that, the way I want. Okay, like that. So now if I see my final result, I'll get this kind of a animation over here. So yeah, this is how you can create this kind of a logo reveal.